Well, looky what we got here. Look what the cat dragged in. It's my favorite lord and lady friends. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to episode 21 of Bohemian Rhapsody, where we are going to continue our adventures as Dynasty Mercury and Freddy the Fourth. Last episode, Freddy took care of opinions. We just spammed activity after activity after activity, and we spent a whole bunch of money doing that. So this episode, we're going to do a little change of pace. Maybe we'll get a little bit of conquest, and I want to start investing money in my realm. We're about to get our innovation, which is going to allow us to upgrade our castles. So once we get that innovation, we have some time before we get there. We have a few months. I'm trying to remember my realm management. It's like 20, I think it's 20 months. 20. Yeah, approximately 20 months. So we have some time before we can start building up our castles. In the meantime, I do want to get a little bit of conquest. Freddy's begging for it. You want some conquest? We're working for the Duchy of Mazovia, and I want another piece of it. Their capital is a piece that I need to take, so we can just take their capital. So I'm going to do that. Let's get some spam out of the way. As always, let's increase our level of fame. We became illustrious. Right at the beginning of the episode, Freddy was just like, yeah, I'm illustrious now. Starting now. That's all the spam. Let's get ready. Let's get Freddy ready to conquer some stuff. I need to make sure I'm moving my steward around. We want to keep it up doing our... in improving our development in our holdings. I'm going to put my marshal on organized army. Opinions are okay. Duke Spitanev still needs some work. We've been trying to improve his opinion for so long. I'm swaying him. So we should be okay with his opinion, just over time. Let's get our next perk in the stewardship lifestyle. We're almost to architect. Let's give him some gold. This'll just improve his opinion that way. Hopefully, just a little bit. Let's get this war declared. And then once it's over, we can focus on our realm. Building these castles is gonna bankrupt us. It's gonna be so expensive. We have so many to build, and each one is gonna cost us over 400 gold. I don't think it's the same everywhere. It costs different amounts in different places, but roughly 450 gold per castle. We can't ask the Pope for... We can ask the Pope for... Or now we can't ask the Pope for... Make up your mind, Pope. Come on. I want to start minimizing the amount of times that I ask him for gold, because every time I ask him for gold, every one of my zealot vassals loses some opinion of me for a long time. So let's try to cut down how much we ask the Pope for gold. But I do want some soon. A battle should be all that we need to win. I see you, grovelers. I'll be with you in a minute. One thing at a time. Freddy is focusing on conquest right now. He can't focus on grovelers too. He's taking the knee. I guess that's a good sign that he's starting to like me a bit. I just got 100 renown. I'm just about to get my next legacy. He's not swayed. Alright, I've satisfied my conquest fix. Now we can focus on other things. Let's give this away. That's another piece of Mazovia under our control. Not bad. Alright, we caught the Pope when he's finally going to give us some gold. Let's disband. My marshal doesn't have to be on organized army anymore because they are not required to do that. I'm going to put her on trained commanders. We need to move our steward. So the focus is going to be to save up money, not spend it kind of ridiculously. We'll play it by ear. If we get some really good events that are worth spending money on, I'll do it. But I would really like to save some. I think I'm also going to switch to the wealth focus instead of the domain focus. If it brings down my domain limit, I don't think it will, but if it does, we'll just survive until we get divided attention. Let's focus on money now. It did. It did affect my domain limit. Wow. My domain limit was on a knife edge, apparently. Even with my wife on managed domain. It's okay. We'll just survive until we get divided attention. It's not too long. We'll just stay over our domain limit by 1. The realm isn't gonna crumble. We'll be fine. Freddy's confident. Seven months. Let's make sure, let's double check that I've got everything built. I'm pretty sure we do. So many things are happening. 2 events involving my McQueen. Hold your horses. We've got everything built. We're good. Let's first deal with her sensitivity to my cat. She's allergic to my cat. If I keep my cat, she suffers a moderate health penalty for 5 years. That's not that long. I want to keep my cat. She loses 15 opinion of me, but that's not a big deal. I don't trust any of these people to take care of my cat. This guy's callous. He might abuse Galileo. I'm not going to give him away. This is kind of just my choice. I don't want to give away my cat. I'm sorry, McQueen. Just survive for 5 years. And now we have another event. Some of my counselors believe the job is theirs by right of blood or influence alone. She has a chance to upgrade, to improve one of their skills. Who do we want to improve? He's not too old. They're all in their 40s. They're all like the same age, basically. Who do we want to improve? My marshal could use the most help. Duchess Gertrude, and she's not going anywhere. She's in this position for a while, or at least until I can get this out of her contract. I can't even trade her for something. It's just not going away. She has to die first before I could get that out. But let's work on her skill. Now she's 20. I'm being called to war. My dear uncle, I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the Lotharingian claim on the Kingdom of Italy. Lotharingia is trying to conquer Italy. Wow, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I would lose my ally. That's what would happen. The King of Italy would cease to exist, and Lotharingia would conquer Italy. He's calling me to war when he's already kind of losing. Let me deal with this dynasty legacy. This is something that I want to do. I don't want to think about this war that I'm getting dragged into. So we've taken the next step along the law tree, and we're getting closer and closer to home estates and getting our domain limit. Can't wait for that to happen. Now back to this decision. I'm in a weird position. I want to help him. It's just I have to travel a long way. Having my army mustered is going to dig into my income. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to help him with this. I guess we could summon our army here and we could mess around with Lotharingia. And then he can do his thing down here. Lotharingia is down here. We could just take pieces of Lotharingia and get loot for ourselves and maybe capture some valuable people and just benefit from that way. And if he loses, he loses. I don't know if I'm going to be able to help him that much, but I guess we can just be... I'm going to try to help him. I'm thinking about it in a selfish way, because I can get some gold and capture valuable people, and like I said, so... Let's see how much help we can be, because he's going to be losing all of his battles down here. My niece just gave birth to a grandnephew, I guess? He's quick. Alright. Let's conquer our way towards his capital, just so I don't have to take attrition. I'm a little far from my realm, so if I take a lot of attrition, I'm going to have to come back and kind of recharge a bit. Now I'm going to put my Marshal back on Organized Army. My Marshal, Duchess Gertrude, has been showing off a promising new recruit. He may not be of as noble stock as you, my liege, but on my name I swear that Antony is someone you would want on your side. I have a cringe look on my face right now. Really? He's got 10 prowess. That's not really impressive. Get this dreg out of my castle. What are you thinking? He's mediocre at best. I don't like his arrogant trait. Cynical isn't bad, but... Get out. He's definitely not from as noble stock as I am. $6 months? Come on, hurry up. I feel like it's been 6 months. Finally, we succeed at swaying Spitinev. It's about time. We just gotta keep going. There we go. We got 31 gold for that. In the grand scheme of things, that's actually not that much, but it's something. To move our realm priest. Next victim. Enemy ally joins the war. Somebody new just took the throne of Lotharingia. Things are happening. Finally, we got our fascination. Let's pick a new one. I already know which one I'm going to choose. They complement each other perfectly. We got battlements. We can increase our... or improve our castles. Let's get manorialism next, and then we'll be able to upgrade all our economic buildings. And most of our buildings are economic buildings, because we build farms and manor houses like crazy. Manorialism. How long is that going to take? 22 years. We're going to upgrade the castle in Prague. Litomeris. Zatek. Joe Schmo. Haslav. And once we have enough money, the rest. Something that I realized between the episodes while I was looking around, I'm not going to be able to upgrade the castle in Krakow because it's under Polish influence, and the Poles haven't discovered battlements yet. Polish culture has not discovered battlements, so unless I convert this to my culture to check, I can't upgrade this castle. So that's something that I have to consider. Maybe we'll upgrade, we'll improve the development a little bit, and then we'll get on that. I do want to keep Krakow. It's a really good settlement. It's on farmland. It's got its garden, it's got its manor houses and farms built, so I'm really considering maybe converting the culture here. How long would it take? 6 years. I would have to get started kind of now. Let's improve the development here in Prirov and then convert Krakow to our culture. Just like other children her age, my daughter and heir, Debbie, sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, she often avoids suspicion with her sweet demeanor, and people always forgive her when she does get caught. I wonder just how much she gets away with. I'll keep an eye on this one. I'm educating her, so let's decide her education. She wants to be diplomacy or intrigue. Let's have her be diplomacy. During the daily management of my realm, I have learned of several different opportunities I can pursue. Money. No question I want some money. The next castle I'm going to build is going to be another one of the castles on farmland, so one of the other baronies that I own in Prague that's on farmland. Let's upgrade this castle. Let's check the progress of this war now. As we slowly creep towards his capital. We're helping a little bit. The war score is going into our going to our favor. My men are taking some attrition. After we get this, I'm going to go back to my realm very quickly. And then we'll come back and keep taking things. As Galileo approaches me with yet another dead rat, I can do nothing but praise him. The castle has never been this free of rodents before. Keep up the good work. Totally worth keeping him. Huge health boost. She doesn't benefit from this, unfortunately. We need a new chancellor. That's the obvious choice. Another person who doesn't really like me. Opinions I'm noticing are starting to go down again. Why? Liege holds de jure duchy. Oh, he's one of my counts in the lands that I have the duchy title. I'm over my domain limit. That's another thing I'm suffering from. I forgot about that. So let's not be over our domain limit for any much longer. We're almost to our next perk. We're almost there. Maybe we can do something after this war, or once we built enough castles, we can save up some money. We can do another event and maybe improve some opinions that way. I'm down for it. We can maybe do a grand tournament. We're young. We're in our 30s. And we can train for it. So let's do that. We just won the war. We literally just won the war for Italy. You're welcome. I just saved you from being conquered. End it. Now. Yes. This guy owes us so much. We seized an artifact. We got a whole bunch of people. One second. So we're no longer at war. We can disband. Get back to making money. I'm going to use that as an excuse to constantly call them in. I'm just going to always call on Italy every time I need them. Because I just save them. They owe Freddy big. We can listen to Grovelers, and we have an inspiration. Let's check it out. He wants to make a shield. No, thank you. I'm okay. Let's listen to Grovelers. Let's see what they want. I just coming off a victorious war. We have an infant waiting in line, literally 0 years old. They were just born. He can stand, at least. The air is thick with anticipation as my cousin, Duke Dobromil, approaches me. My lord, I come with grave news. But with a solution to fix this problem, it's become increasingly clear that the Slovenes and Czechs are becoming more, perhaps even too similar. I'll take more prestige. Let's host a festival. And now he knows. I love that. I like that infants understand that they need to, like, kneel to me and show me deference and all that. He understands that he has to kneel to me. They want me to raise him. He becomes my archbishop's ward. Will he turn out well under my archbishop? Because I'll give it to him. Yeah, he'll get a pretty good personality, and my archbishop is pretty much genius, so yeah, he's going to be in good hands. My lord, my steward Count Zema takes the floor. I have an idea to improve taxation. He wants money from me. How much is it going to cost me? 500. Wow. He's lucky I'm not at war anymore, because if I was fighting a war right now, I would. Betty, take care of this. He's gonna... It's gonna be a survey. It's gonna benefit me. So I am gonna be rewarded for it, but... It's a lot of money. Not a bad groveling session. I just had to spend money. But... We always expect to do that each groveling session. Every groveling session is an opportunity for people to come and beg for money. Everybody wants Freddy's cash. We got another artifact. I'm gonna sell that. I need money. Notorious wolf hide? No thanks. Money is more important. It was about to decay anyway. I just lost a jester. You might be a king, but you're also an abhorrent churl. An unprovoked anger expressed by my sister Betty comes as a complete surprise. She has been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this, she's my half-sister, who has a really nice personality. She's irritable, and too bad I don't have any stress to relieve, but she's lashing out. We have some schemes going on in my court. That's what this means, and because I'm sadistic, I have this new option here. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Apparently he drew a map of the local hills for an unknown nobleman. The spies think the lord must be scheming against me. Bring him to me. I can jog his memory. We can kill him. I hope this isn't considered murder. A hostile or otherwise malicious scheme is exposed, and I get 26 dread. Let's do this because we're sadistic. We get more vigilant, which is good. I just hope this isn't considered a murder. Let me find out. Let's see if I have any secrets. I don't. And I don't have the murderer trait. It's just considered an execution. Yep. He died in captivity. Not even an execution. He just died in captivity. One of my counts is minus 35. We really need to get this next stewardship perk. And host a grand tournament. I think that's what I'm going to save up for now. None of my unemployed vassals are going to be a good spy master. Is somebody else going to be a good spy master? He's better suited as a steward. I guess we're just going to get stuck with a bad spy master. Let's do this guy. At least he's content and patient, and he likes his liege, so let's appease him. He has 8. I need to always stay on top of my powerful vassals' opinions. I can go to a grand wedding. It's in another realm. No thanks. Somebody's demanding an artifact. He wants my stag antler. Everybody keeps asking for this antler. And if I deny them, they hate me. He's one of my dynasty members, and his opinion could use some work, so... He can take it. I'll try to get another trinket somehow. Maybe we can try to win the prize of the grand tournament we're going to hold, and then that'll replace the item that we just lost. An attempt on my life. A noise like that of an assassin stumbling on a chamber pot pulled me out of my late night slumber. Spotting my would-be assailant, I shouted for my guards in a composed and manly fashion. As they arrived, a brief struggle ensued, resulting in the intruder's death. That was undoubtedly the work of that cocky knave, King Elaine. He's trying to murder me. The guy that I just saved literally saved his life. He's trying to murder me, and it doesn't make sense because he loves me. What is wrong with this person's head? He's sadistic and paranoid and ambitious, so I guess he fits the personality profile, but he loves me. Wow, I saved him. And he's trying to murder me. Incredible. I don't know what I should do about this. I feel like I should get back at him and try to murder him, but I really don't want to get a murder secret, and if I kill him, I lose my alliance. Let's chalk it up to him just going absolutely insane. He is just paranoid to the max. Good thing that I just avoided that. I have 2 bodyguards, so they helped me too. Let's get a new jester. I'm gonna see how much you gain Seneschal Land Survey for 30 years. Vassal tax contribution plus 10% for 30 years. And Freddy's gonna be able to benefit from that basically the rest of his life. All of his vassals are gonna give him more taxes. Yes. Well done. My drunken half-sister just did a really good job. Let's see how much a grand tournament's gonna be. 525. If I do a grand tournament, I want to go all out with it, so we need some more money. We definitely need it quite a bit more. There's some money right there, and some more renown. Thank you, sir. He's happy I made him my spy master, so he's rewarding me. He's thanking Freddy. My level of splendor just went up. Now we're well known. So there we go, finally. Divided attention. That should help with opinions. We're making 43 gold every month. And now we can get some more gold. Yes. 100% success chance. Yes. I love this event. We're going to debase the coinage and get 300 gold. And we're going to get some development growth in where? Every county in the Kingdom of Bohemia for 5 years. Yes. It seems like you're doing a bad thing because you're debasing the coinage. I mean, it's obviously a bad thing, but you benefit from it so much. So, let's debase the coinage. Give me some money. I'm just gonna keep saving up. We probably have enough for the grand tournament now, but I wanna... He's just a cat. I just got this money. I'm not spending it again. My cat just ruined it. Galileo. Damn cat. She's been excommunicated. That's her crime. I could grant her a pardon. I could lawfully imprison her, but she's lazy, shy, and vengeful. If I make her really mad at me, she's probably going to try to murder me. I've already survived one murder scheme. I'll grant her a pardon. There we go. My queen is pregnant. I'm ready to start having some sons. I'm 32. I would like a little bit more space between us, but if I start having sons, I'm okay with it. I'd prefer a girl right now, but if we get a son, I won't be upset. So all of those castles just finished all at once. We're almost up to 50 gold every month now. Anywhere I've built defensive buildings I can upgrade. That's all I can upgrade now. Walls and towers do give me some more income, so I guess we'll upgrade these while we're at it. So we built those defenses. Let's build another castle. Let's build Hodonin. It's on the farmland, so we can do Pre-Rov too. And now we just have to save up again. Which won't take long now. There's things going on over here. Like, there's chaos. Denmark is a shadow of its former self. Another daughter who's terrified of me. She's already terrified. Blah, blah, blah. I can't even speak. She's already terrified of me. I bet you my face was the first the first face she saw when she came out. She got quick. That's not really good. Not impressive compared to her sister who's a genius. They want to name her Gertrude Mercury? No. Let's name her Betty. We have a Debbie, and let's get a Betty. So we had another daughter. That's okay. Let's hope that it doesn't take us too long to have a son. But we should have one soon. Dipholt, a free tenant renting some of my land in Joshmo, has pulled in an exceptional harvest. Joshmo's control goes down by 20. I could put my marshal on it. Let's do it. Let's get some money. It's only going to take 16 months to get back to normal. That's all the castles upgraded. Can't do Krakow. These damn Poles haven't gotten battlements yet. Let's save up 1,000, and then we'll do this tournament. Because I want to do 2 events. I want to try to win a prize. We need to replace our lost stag antler. We could do it this way. This guy can make us a brooch, which is a trinket. So let's get the trinket this way. That way, if we inspire this, if we sponsor this inspiration, we're guaranteed to get a trinket. Whereas if we rely on trying to win a prize at a tournament, it might not happen. So let's guarantee ourselves a trinket, and then we can just hope that we win something at the tournament. They've got a court event going on. A peddler in a cloak with dozens of baubles and knickknacks sewn into it rattles up to me. You strike me as a seasoned collector. She pulls out and opens a battered chest brimming with bones from every limb imaginable. She has a dead person in her pocket. She's a battered chest with somebody's remains in it. I have some of the rarest saintly finger bones, even some foiled in gold. They are sold as singles, but I will grant a special price for a full set of 10. You gain finger bones of a saint artifact. I have a saintly artifact right here, and it's not really good. I have the tibia of St. George, which is only giving me 0.1 piety. I'll spend 150 gold, and County of Prague gets 9-fingered peasants. That's going to happen no matter what we do, so we might as well get this item. I want the entire forearm. Did I not get it? I didn't get an item? Did I choose the wrong one by accident, everybody? If I did, I'm sorry. Oh, it's a trinket. Oh. It's gonna be here very, very temporarily. This is not staying here long. We're just gonna have to give this away to somebody. Somebody wants to write about medicine. The magnificent medical manuscript and the magnificent herbalarium. Somebody who is legendary wants to make another book about the same exact thing. The only kinds of books that we ever get are always about medicine. I'll sponsor it. Maybe it'll be really good. There goes the money from my my grand tournament. No more spending money on stupid things. Let's actually save up for this tournament. I'm sorry, Freddy. I'm spending your money frivolously. I want to get some good items. There we go. We got architect. We have to stay in the wealth focus. We can't switch out yet. So let's get it golden obligations, and we can finally start getting gold for our hooks. Another council meeting, another conflict. Chancellor Dobermill and Queen Timbar are arguing violently about the religious minorities issue. As king, I could silence them with a single word, but I have a better idea. My diplomatic pursuits have given me insight on how to handle situations like these to please everyone. Find a compromise that makes everybody happy. 20% chance that I fail. Let's see if McQueen can help me improve that just a little bit. There we go. Hopefully I can arrange a great compromise and I can get a hook on both of them. I can get a hook on my Duke. I arrange a great one, yes. Thank you, McQueen. She helped me get a hook on her. She helped me get a hook on her. And she liked me for it. Her opinion went up. My beneficiary has the nerve of some... My beneficiary has the nerve of summon me. This is wrong. No wonder. Sometimes it's legitimately me reading things wrong because I'm dumb, and then sometimes it's just grammatical errors that throw me off. My lord, progress is coming along, but if I had some more parts, some human materials, I could create something truly mind-blowing. I need the person alive, at least at first. Wow. As he finishes his request, my gaze lands on the crimson-stained tools and ripped-off fingernails strewn across his table. Do we let him abduct some peasants? It's gonna improve my artifact. I invest 50 gold so we can abduct some missing peasants in Prague for 15 years. Levy reinforcement rate, minus 25%. So what? Abduct some peasants. I'm sadistic, so it fits my personality. I should be able to edit that guy's contract. Who did we get that hook on? It was a duke. This guy. I can't change his contract. Well, we're about to get golden obligation, so we can use that hook another way. Our level of devotion could use some work. I wouldn't mind some more piety. It is the lowest. Let's get some piety. I don't need to improve their opinions. Dedications are overrated anyway. Now we've got a motto for our book. I can hear my beneficiary muttering to himself from across the hall. I need something great, something epic, to make my creation stand out from the uninspired masses. But what? Just what? I gave you peasants to torture. That wasn't enough? When his spirited eyes meet mine, he breaks out into a huge smile and waves to me. My lord, what an amazing idea. Just perfect. What do you think of adding your family's motto to your commission? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. We'll add that to the book, and I'll get some renown. Yes. I think this book is going to turn out pretty well. And this brooch might turn out well, too. More renown. And money. And prestige. Everybody is just groveling and just giving me everything I want. My sister just died. It's really good. It turned out really good. Torturing those peasants worked out. An opulent tome that shows a modest understanding of medicine as it touches upon subjects such as the application of different potions and ointments. The cover is silver, displaying a repeating image of floral motifs enunciated by the placement of emerald inserts. Learning +1, medium health boost, prestige 0.1. I'm impressed. King Freddy's medical manuscript. I don't think it's going to be much better. I don't think it's better technically than my other books. It's the exact same thing as my magnificent medical manuscript. My magnificent herbarium is different. It's giving me a whole bunch of things, but it's the exact same thing as my magnificent medical manuscript. but the only difference is that it's illustrious and it's just more durable. Since it's not different, and this is my new book, let's put our new book up. It is illustrious. And what are we going to do with our old one? What are we going to do with the old one? I can't sell it. I can't destroy it for piety because my faith cannot destroy things for piety. It's a court artifact, so only somebody that has a court can benefit from it. I could give it to somebody who can't use it to improve their opinion just a little bit, but if I give it to somebody who actually can use it... I don't want to give it to the King of Italy. He tried to murder me. Let's hang on to it. I don't need to worry about it right now. It's not going anywhere. I was thinking about giving it to a foreign king, like somebody that I... The face of Jesus? Yet another day of leading my kingdom brings little surprises. Save for my Archbishop Soboslav, bursting into my throne room, eagerly waving a bag of desserts in my face. My king! My king! Oh, it's a miracle! I was inspecting the cook's meal for you this evening when it occurred to me just how much these particular items resemble the face of none other than Jesus. Upon inspection, I must admit the resemblance is uncanny, but this surely must be heresy. So this... It's a parody of, like, people nowadays who find Jesus's face in, like, their toast and their pancakes. You gain the delicious face of Jesus artifact. He becomes my friend, my realm priest. How old are you? He's feeling fine. He's probably gonna die not too long from now, and if I keep making friends and they all start dying, well, I guess I have two. I wouldn't mind befriending my realm priest. He definitely is not going to become my rival. This small health boost and stress gain only temporarily is not worth him becoming my rival. So we either become his friend or we become his rival. We don't have a choice. Let's become his friend. He's going to earn the trait loyal too, so it's kind of the best choice. Let's check out this face of Jesus artifact. The delicious face of Jesus. I'm breaking it. Selling it. The clergy don't like it, so apparently the clergy don't agree that it looks like Jesus. Anyway, the delicious face of Jesus is nothing compared to Jesus' underwear. That is like our ultimate religious artifact. Let's do this grand tournament. We're probably going to be ending the episode there because it's probably going to take a long time, but let's do it. I said I'd do it, and let's see if Freddy can win a tournament. And we'll also find out how this brooch turns out. We should have enough money. Let's mix it up. Let's do one physical activity, and then let's do one kind of, like, intellectual activity. Let's warm everybody up with a recital. Let's start off that way, and we'll participate. And then the final event will be wrestling match or a horse race. We haven't done a horse race yet. Let's do a horse race. Because we haven't done it yet. We haven't done either of these yet, come to think of it, I'm thinking. We haven't. We don't need a forest guide. Freddy's doing this to triumph for no other reason. Let's do this to triumph. I don't need to do recreation. We don't have a lot of stress, so let's do this for triumph. I'm not doing a champion. Is this somebody that will take my place? I don't want somebody to take my place. I want to do this myself. Certain negative events are less likely to fire. We can't afford a splendid prize. Let's do a good prize. I can't wait. I forgot to train. I forgot to train. Damn it. What's my prowess? 22. I'm confident. I'm sorry, everybody. I always forget to train for it. I've arrived at the site of the tournament. Though not all the revelers have yet arrived, throngs of people wander through the colorful surroundings. 4 months until it begins. The tournament is at hand at last. Many have flocked to my grounds in Zatek, eager to prove their worth or simply enjoy the spectacle. Let's choose a locale. We don't qualify for this recital, apparently, so let's try to do this. Let's go to the village. Strolling along the tournament outskirts, I am overcome by the sheer beauty that surrounds me here in Zatek. I trot along farmland scattered with patches of lavender, deciding to stop only to touch the bark of a pristine birch tree. I look up to see a group of sparrows flying above me. I should do this more often. This is my home after all. Ah, so relaxing. So we relieved some stress, which wasn't what I wanted, and I wanted to qualify. Inspiration realized. Prestige, independent ruler opinion, spouse opinion. Not bad. Let's back out of the tournament screen temporarily. Let's get rid of the finger bones of a saint. And let's do our brooch. And let's sell these finger bones. I'm gonna ask the head of faith for gold. I know I said I'd stop doing that, but it's too tempting. How can you not take 1,000 gold? I just wanted to make sure I did all of that because being in this screen like pulls you away from the game and time still goes by, so I just want to make sure everything's taken care of. This time, let's go to the tent camp. This will help me in the upcoming contest. A small crowd has gathered around a passionately orating Sighart. They seem to be listening intently. Your own skill will only take you so far in a tournament. He takes in his surroundings. It's those who support or don't support you who decide your fate. Let me tell you of when I became friends with Elizabeth Sieghardinger Furstenberg. Listening to myself say it. Sieghardinger Furstenberg. I did my best. Almost half an hour passes, but it feels like mere seconds. He sure knows how to spin a tale. Increases moderately. I don't know if I'm going to qualify. I did! It got me just over the threshold to qualify. Perfect. There's 229 guests here. Wow. Don't make a fool of yourself, Freddy. You got a lot of eyes on you. Another cadet branch. How many is that now? 4 cadet branches. We could do another event. Let's go to the temple. Let's pray to God. As silence falls over the assembled worshippers gathered for this daily ceremony, the calm is suddenly broken by a swift approach of shouting and hollering. The door bursts open and a dozen laughing revelers tumble into the church, tankards and kegs in hand. They're carrying kegs, like huge kegs. Sieghart, clearly the instigator, grins stupidly. What's all this then? Where's the music? Boleslav watches on, frozen in disbelief and horror. Party? Did somebody say party? Wait a minute. The church that these people are bursting into, this is the priest, I'm assuming, of the church? No, he's wandering. It's just some random priest guy. So what if he loses 10 opinion of me? Party? Did somebody say party? Wow, we already hit an hour and we haven't even gotten to the first event. We're legit just gonna end it after this is over, but we're gonna do this. These are new events that we haven't done yet, so let's see it. The entrants mill about the main tent, warming up vocal cords and memorizing stanzas as the crowd fills the amphitheater. My ears prick up as my name is mentioned, drifting across the gentle breeze. What could be a good sign or a bad one? That could be a good sign or a bad one. I'm not gonna bet on my recital. It's time to show the world my skill. Krakoom! A sudden flash of lightning precedes the thunder's roar. And as I make my way to the raised dais, it's clear that the previously pleasant weather has given way to decidedly murky conditions. No sooner do I take the first step up than the rain begins to fall. The crowd stands expectantly, somewhat reluctantly, getting more sodden by the minute. I open my mouth, and another sonorous boom rolls across the whole gathering. I look up to the sky. Well, this will be quite a challenge. Yeah, you don't say? And I love a challenge. I love a diplomacy challenge. The weather lends pathos to your words. Your score increases slightly. Nice. My progress to victory is really low. There's probably no chance of me winning this. But you never know until you try. I let out a triumphant sigh as I complete the final verse of my recital. I ready myself for the thundering applause of my audience, only to find the tourney ground silent save for the wind whistling through the trees. This is a disaster, but perhaps the situation could be rectified with a new poem composed and recited on the fly. We're just gonna try to freestyle. Freddy's just gonna freestyle, and the chances are really good. He's really good at freestyling, apparently. Somebody lay him a beat. Somebody give him a beat. Word to the wise. Night begins to fall on the scene, but torches light the competition as it continues. I talk to myself under my breath, readying my lips for the next round as I reminisce about the happening so far. Like when the skies opened and drenched competitor and audience alike. I step forward to take my turn, ascending the steps to the dais. It's time for the final verse. 71% chance my score increases moderately. A ditty about making coin and living a good life. Ooh! I finished my final verse, but the crowd haven't waited for the ending. The cheers drown out my words, flowers landing around. So it went from being complete silence to now the crowd is absolutely berserk. They're going crazy. The women are throwing their underwear on stage. I'm winning. Victory so close. There are precious few competitors left to go, and even less time. It comes down to this. One last verse. I probably lost. I don't know. Does this picture mean I won? You completed your triumph intent. Trumpets sound. The crowd clamors. Competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and someone's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, really bad weather, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, we have our final three. In third place, the gutsy Milota. Coming in second is Elodie. That, of course, leaves us with our victor, King Freddy. I knew I could win. I have proven my worthiness beyond doubt. I gain Iambic Virtuoso for 5 years. You will receive a prize when the tournament concludes. I gained some money. I got some money from it. And I gained 150%. I won. I actually won. Freddy's a poet after all. Taken after his great-grandfather. And that was just event number 1. On to event number 2 that we don't qualify for. Let's go to the tourney grounds. Go, chicken, go faster. I hear a man's voice echo across the grounds. I look up to see a small thing hurrying through the sky like a little black bolt of lightning. Soon enough, it swoops down towards a finishing line. Bah, you must have cheated. Your bird cannot fly that fast. Just look at her. She's as thick as you. She's calling him an idiot. The angry loser shouts with the winner looking smug. I can learn a thing or two from this. I could relieve some stress. Ooh, your score increases moderately? It must take a lot of preparation to do this. I want my score to increase. Now we qualify for the horse race. Let me back out very quickly. Let's check things. To the sounds of people talking and cheering and... Let's get back to it. Look how much money we have now. Our first horse race. The finest horses in Bohemia, adorned in the colors of their owners, are led around the track as the herald announces the contest's commencement. The riders mill around as they wait for the beast to arrive, some stretching, some eyeing each other up. My fastest horse, Praha, has not gone unnoticed by the breeders and gamblers. This will be quite a race. Do we want to bet on it? We have plenty of money. We don't really need the we don't need to bet on it, but let's do it. Let's bet on ourselves. My horse is all set, of course, but the beast is nothing without a capable rider to control it. As a result, I find myself with 3 potential riders arrayed before me, all clamoring for the honor of being allowed to represent me. The first is my knight Golob, a fair candidate considering his experience handling horses in his profession. What is he? He's my acclaimed knight. The last one is a complete stranger to me, a local man of no note whatsoever who goes by Rajmund. Let's do Golob. He's the president of the Freddie Mercury fan club, and he will get some glory. And we are going to take a whole bunch of stress. I vowed to myself I would win a contest in this tournament. We did. And I can't help but consider a less fair approach to securing the prize of the horse race competition. I'm sure my opponents would do the same if only they had the idea. Who knows? Maybe they already have. I don't know who's his. I don't know who's the biggest threat. Let's do Conrad's son. We're gonna take the stress no matter what, so we might as well spend it on trying to win. I sought to poison Count Conrad's horse son before the horse race begins, swapping stable feed for tainted batches while the squire slept. Alas, between his shrewdness and my bad luck, these attempts have done naught but raise suspicions. Fiddlesticks. Peering at the bookie by the tavern's dim light, I ponder the stream of odds he shouts over the heads of the milling punters. King Freddy Stallion Prague is the favorite. 4-1 for Prague. Yes, Prague will win, but I'm only gonna get 13 gold profit. What can I get on my friend's horse? The horse that I tried to poison? Let's bet on his horse. I wasn't successful in poisoning it, so let's bet on his horse. Just in case we lose. From the vast sea of race watchers, commoners holler out. Itinerant warriors chant insult, vulgar innuendo. Amidst them, we nobles chuckle nervously. We look to our guards. The thrill of the race always draws the worst of the realm in enormous numbers and riles them with promises of carousing and gambling. Sometimes on ill-fated days, the usual pleasures just aren't enough. Only blood can satisfy. This is about to be a riot. And once we've wiped the blood from our eyes, we can resume the race. I'm gonna gain some stress because I'm sadistic. 45 stress. Is there a way we can do away with this? I can't pet Galileo because I'm traveling. Your enforcers set off the riot. Some of your knights are wounded. Many other Grand Tournament goers are wounded. Your knights quell the mob. I don't want to have this mental break. Let's try to beat the courage from them. We set off the riot instead. Watching Count Matthew of Chillon's rider astride their steed is much like watching a boulder roll over a village square. They ride like an absolute lunatic, and unfortunately, my own rider Golob has fallen victim to the violent and clumsy racing. With an agonized whinny and a hard, painful crunch, my horse is battered into the wall of the track, and I am certain Golob's leg is damaged. This obviously breaks the rules 100%. You convinced the judge to penalize the jockey. Our progress to victory went up. Aw, look at that. Galileo is helping me out. He's at the contest with me? After yet another stressful day, I slump down on a chair in my chamber. In the middle of this event, apparently. Suddenly, I hear a quiet meow, and my cat Galileo jumps up on my lap and starts purring. I sit with him for a while, just listening to the calming sound and petting his brown fur. Thank you, Galileo. Whoops. Final lap. The horses continue to thunder around the course, the remaining riders sawing at their steeds' reins to urge them ever faster. It has been an eventful race already. I think, remembering when my horse was bashed into by a competitor's horse. There's only one more lap to go. I lean over the edge of the stand and shout down at my rider as the pack passes. Hit them in the face. Just go faster. Just be Captain Obvious and tell them to go faster. Extra pay if you win. Yes. I have plenty of money. I'm being called to war right now. Oops, oops, oops. I didn't mean to press that. It didn't. That was close. I'm gonna accept, but I'm not gonna help him. War waits for no man. The blaring of war horns have reached me here in Zatek, as I am in the midst of hosting a grand tournament. I have joined the fight against King Onfroy of West Francia. Much planning has gone into preparing to host this grand tournament, and I am loath to send my guests home. The importance of this conflict should not be underestimated, however. Perhaps it would be best to focus all of my efforts on preparing for war. I can manage. Horses for courses? My rider's ploy worked. My horse surges forward as they round the final bend into the home straight. Only moments to go now. My horse is bolting free of the chasing pack. If it can hold off my rivals, will win. The crowd reaches crescendo. The riders urge their steeds on in unison. The finish line looms. One more push. I hope this is my horse. I hope this is him. Your horse, Praha, crosses the finish line as the crowd erupts, closely followed by Count Wolfgang's Spirit and Count Dietmar's brisk stride. Praha didn't even place. I will have... What? Oh, wow, that was anticlimactic. Oh, no, wait, I did win. I'm confused. It says Praha didn't even place. So my horse lost, but I won? You gained champion racehorse. I won. Despite what this says, Praha didn't even place. I have to be better prepared next time. No, I did win. I won. I won. I actually won. I gained champion racehorse for 5 years. So I won both. I won both events. Here's the ceremony. I got a prize brooch. Nice. I like it. I can exchange one of my items for this. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament, and the mass crowds begin to disperse. I find myself ruminating over the results. My horse finished first in the horse racing. My master of the verse saw me the worthy winner of the recital. I fulfilled my goal of winning a contest. I look forward to the next one. We won 2 competitions. We got 2 prize brooches. We gained 800 prestige. We lost 32 stress. Every participating Glory Hound vassal, which is 0, gained opinion of me. What a great occasion. We won. We won everything. That's going to be the end of the episode. Let's get home first. Let's check out our items. And now we have this glitch where we have the background noise of people in the background and we can still hear them. It's a pedestal item. They're pedestal items. My fertility is going to go absolutely through the roof if I equip both of these. Men-at-Arms maintenance minus 6%. Prestige 0.26. Number of knights plus 1. Fertility plus 20%. Fertility plus 20%. Prestige 0.22. Another knight. And courtly vassal opinion plus 5. What can I exchange instead? Let's get rid of this goblet. For this brooch, which is actually displayed. Let's look at it. I guess it's technically a brooch, but it doesn't look like the picture. And then we can get rid of St. George's tibia. The worst item that we have displayed. So we have 2 prize brooches that we're displaying. Let's make this symmetrical. I want to make this symmetrical. Let's do both brooches on this side, And let's keep Jesus' underwear close to us, and then we can do our hammer here. So nice. We got a bunch of really good items, and now we never have to worry about our fertility for like as long as we live, because we are super fertile now. So that is going to be the end of this episode with this nice background noise. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I did go, we went quite a bit over an hour. I hope you guys appreciate it. I did want to get that event done, and I had a whole bunch of fun. We actually won both tournaments, or both events. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button at the bottom of the screen. If you would like to become a subscriber, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Become an awesome lord or lady. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Episode 22 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.